Hello YouTube, welcome back to Traveling and Radio Scanner Reviews with Tommy KM. I'm your host Tommy KM, here to talk about what he thought about today's trip to the Falls of the Ohio Visitor Center. I thought that place was really, really interesting, I have to say. So, So I probably won't put any spoilers in there, but I just want to tell you guys that the drive down there, it gets kind of long if you guys take Indiana 60. Because Indiana 60 goes into like a dividing spear conspiracy into two different areas, okay? So the first area it goes to, which I think this area is really neat, which it goes beyond the earth. And this is where they talk about the fossils. This is where they talk about, for instance, like the different stuff it's inside the place, which is really interesting. And then after that, you guys will step into like a area which I like to call the learning about the Shawnee Indian and learning about some different areas that they got there. Because honestly, you guys are going to be surprised. Because this place actually has some really neat radio stuff, which I wish I could have brought. So, like, for instance, like on their radio stuff you guys can listen to, since they are really close to the parks, you guys could probably hear them if you guys listen to one of the Indiana state parks, which they do not use enforcement there, which is really neat. Which sometimes you guys might see DNR enforcement, but that's okay. They're just there to help you and keep safe, which is really neat. Now then after that, you guys have like once you guys drive down there and once you guys get down there, the parking is like about $5 if you guys are going to stay there the entire time. And then after that, we found out that there at the Inspire Center, they got, for instance, like a couple of different neat stuff. So, like, for instance, they got just to talk about a couple of their different radio procedures and stuff. Now, surprisingly there, which was really surprising, that they do not use I've seen a couple of walkie-talkies, but I didn't know if they used it or not because everybody was inside the building. So that's the reason why I was doing some looking up, like online at radioreference.com, and I was trying to figure out like what kind of radio communications they use and like what kind of stuff they use, because they honestly got some really, really, really interesting things, which is really neat. Now tomorrow, I am definitely excited about this. I am going to be checking out the Indianapolis Children's Museum, and I gotta tell you something. I'm like really excited about checking this place out because of a couple of reasons. Number one, I like the Indianapolis area. Um, I also like the Clarksville area. Now, the reason why I like the Indianapolis area, it's because they have like this radio system, which once you guys get up there, you guys got to put it on the right talk group. Which some of their stuff on their radio system is like really conventional and like really private. So kind of like Warren's division. And also like a couple of their secured operations. Now the downtown region, I have to say, which has the most important communication of everywhere. Because that's where the main area comes over and checks point with you. Because once you guys get down there, all the areas, they have two towns and one main town there. The main town there is Indianapolis. And I think Indianapolis is like a really neat area. Now, luckily on the beef and boards, the beef and boards are honestly inside the exact same area, which I think, which is really neat. But sadly, beef and boards is like a little bit up north. So like then after that, you guys got like a couple of options. You guys got, for instance, like number one, you guys can listen to like the radio feeds and stuff. Number two, you guys can listen to like more stuff that is like more private, or like you guys can either so like also looking around, like for instance, like at the different radio feeds they got. Now Indianapolis got a couple of interesting ones that I have to say, which is really interesting. So like the other radio feeds they got, for instance, like number one, they got their fire department. Number two, they got their police. Number three, they got their most private Wi-Fi, which is the what their police uses, which is their police private Wi-Fi, which I think which is so very neat. On some cases that can be just kind of a little bit weird on some cases, but they use like so much like different radio feeds and stuff, and like looking around. So like what they also got in this area, in the area where it's at, I just have to say that area is like such a beautiful area. It's like a beautiful area on other cases, and sometimes it can be like a hectic area if you guys like go across the bridge and stuff. If you guys like go across the bridge, that's the area where you guys might have trouble. Because, like, lots and lots of people do not like to pay the tolls. Well, it's like then after that, you guys got, for instance, like several more like different Rio qualifications. Now, now we also seen, as my dad was saying, we seen one hell of a like one big truck incident, and they were listening to it. I was listening to it like on the way back, which I gotta tell you guys something. Their radio system down there, it's like so very, very, very epic. It's like also looking around, like for instance, like at the different radio traffic, they got, for instance, you guys got like all around, for instance, it's like a couple of other good areas they might got. Like number one, you guys can go like into like the Bloomington area, which there's like Wonder Lab and stuff. And I've been to Wonder Lab a couple of times. And that place is kind of not my fan. Ever since I've been there, they've really changed there. And I do not like the way they changed. And I'm hoping, and I'm hoping that they don't change the Indianapolis Children's Museum from the way that I was there as I was a kid. And they honestly changed a little bit there where we went to. But they also got like a few different Rio qualifications, which is like so very neat. Like like when we were coming back, we actually heard like a really good communication, which I thought which was really neat on some standpoints, which we actually heard some from Jennings County. And you guys know when I go to Beltier and stuff, that's the area where I like to listen to and stuff. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow for another video. We got one more day here at my dad's, and then after that, I'm starting back out. Alright guys, have a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow.